Blue Underground, man. I'm bringing out something a little different today. These are just basically, I want to go over starting a YouTube channel. We're just going to go over some key points, and this is just my opinion about starting a YouTube channel. Understand this about my channel and where I'm coming from with this. If you look at my page, it says I joined May 9th, 2006. So roughly about almost 5 years. But if you look through my videos, I didn't put up my first commentary. You didn't hear my voice until February 13th, 2010. So I've only really been in the commentary game about a year and a month. And this basically goes to show that it is possible to transition from being a commenter, meaning someone who comments on videos, to being a commentator, meaning someone who puts up videos. So first and foremost, before you start getting your catchphrases and intros down, get a clear and concise reason why you're starting your channel. You know, if you're in it for the money, it's probably not going to work out for you. Now, it may, don't get me wrong, but I like to say if you do something that you enjoy, it's not like that you're working at all. So, and you don't want YouTube to become work, because you should have enough things going on in your life, like school, work, church, community service, playing, real life sports, basketball, football, women, that you don't want YouTube to become an extra chore, so to speak. And the moment you stop enjoying putting up videos, it becomes work. And trust me, if you want to put out quality videos, it's going to take some work. It's not going to come easy. Like everything else in life, it requires hard work, but the hard work will be worth it. So to review, start your channel for the right reasons, or basically it will eventually catch up to you. Next up, I'm going to go over a series of points I like to call B's. And first up is be yourself. I know you've heard other commentators tell you this. Don't try to do what anybody else is doing on YouTube as far as style. Find a niche and make it yours. Now, I'm not saying that you can't play particular games or don't put up. If you want to put up some Black Ops, some Homefront, Modern Warfare 2, whatever you want to put it up. But for example, like I said on the channel, just because Smooth does NBA 2K11 videos, does that, it doesn't mean that you can't do them too. So just make yours different, or find something creative to add to it. Find a niche and make it yours, and know that everybody's not going to like you, and everybody's not going to connect with what you're saying on your commentaries. But trust me, I'm dealing with dead cells right now, and I hate that, because I'm a person of interaction. I like comments, I like messages, I like feedback. Even if you don't like the videos that I'm putting up, I want to know that too. And that's just how I am. I like interacting with the people who are subscribed to me. Moving on though. Next up, be entertaining. One thing that I do with my videos is I try to watch them before I put them up to determine if it's remotely entertaining. So try not to put up a video that you wouldn't watch yourself, because if it doesn't hold your attention, then it won't hold anybody else's. And if you're not as charismatic as some of the more famous YouTubers or famous commentators, whatever you want to call them, then you have to be informative. If you don't have the golden tones, you need to bring some information to the table, whether it's tips and tutorials. Understand that everybody can't be like El Presidor, but if you can, be both, and that will take your channel to the next level. So let's review right quick. Number one, start your channel for the right reason. And once you have a clear and concise reason why you start your channel, be yourself, and people will gravitate towards that. Be entertaining, be informative, and if you can, be both. Next up, network. And this is important. And this gets a little tricky, because there's a difference in networking and spamming. For instance, if you go to a channel of a YouTuber that you do not know and say, hey, check out my page, I do commentaries, if you write that on their channel comments, there's a high probability that you will not get checked out by that YouTuber. But networking is a little different. So let's just take this for example. Jive, Shake, NASA, Brozels versus Smitty, Prophecy, Tide, Jason, Apex, B Fife, Ronick, Heartache. And that's just a small sample of my network. Now, I might not speak to all of these guys regularly, but it should be almost next to nothing for me to reach into that network if needed. So network with people. Through different channels you can reach different people because everybody is connected somehow. I'm not saying use people just to get to other people, but I'm saying, make your network work for you. I heard Jive say he reached out to X-Jaws through NASA, and Jive is cool with GFX, who did a dual com with Smooth. So basically, if you see what I mean, 6 degrees of separation, and use them to your advantage if you can. Next up, the laws that apply in life should apply to YouTube as well. Now, I know there are tons of fake and backstabbing people in the world, and it's like that on YouTube as well as ignorant people who are just run amok. But keep your circle small. I know that might sound contradictory to what I just told you with networking, but your inner circle is the people that you should trust. You should trust the most. Be level-headed in your approach. Basically, that means just stay true. Be the same guy or girl that you were when you have 100 subs as when you get 1,000 subs. Nobody likes people who get let the subs go to their head, so to speak. Excuse me. I will always be a man of the people. I'm about helping first and entertaining second. I do like to entertain because I have the creative mindset, but if you've ever sent me a message asking me a question, you can vouch that I got back to you with the best answer that I could, or at least pointed you in the right direction. And that's something I pride my channel and pride myself on, is getting back to people and doing the best I can to respond to people's comments. I know it's a little difficult once you get up in the 100,000 realm, but if you're not in that realm, it should be a little easier to respond to comments and messages. Last but not least, and I've said this before, have fun. If you ever seen a YouTuber just disappear, it's probably because they stopped having fun. I know people do real life things, and I'm not speaking of those people who just disappear, who have, if they have situations to where family problems, financial problems, or anything of that nature, technical problems. I'm talking about people who just get burned out on YouTube. If you're having fun with what you do, it won't matter how many views, how many subs, how many comments you receive, because at the end of the day, you are having fun with it. And eventually the views, subs, and comments will match your fun, and you'll have a legit channel where you have fun and your viewers and subs sharing that fun with you. Alright, so hopefully, it should be wrapping up. Hopefully this helps out somebody who is on the fence about starting a channel and thinks that they can't do it or not sure how to get started. Hopefully I can do a series of these. I'm going to call this the blueprint. And if it gets a good amount of feedback, then I will continue to bring more of these. Oh yeah, before I forget, before I get out of here, I said I was going to do this a while ago, but I had to find the actual disc so I could do it. I want to help somebody start their channel. If you're interested in starting a YouTube channel, I have a capture card that I'm going to give away. It's a Dazzle. I know it's not an HD PVR, but it's something to get somebody started. I basically want to take an aspiring YouTuber under my wing, basically providing this opportunity. So if you heard this video and you're interested, send me a message. I'll probably choose the best candidate, but this will be the first of many giveaways that I'll do as my channel grows. But I wanted to kick it off with something I brought with my own money and started my capture card videos with. You can look through my channel and look at some of the older videos to see the quality of it before I started with the HD PVR. But like I said, it's just something to get you started, and once your channel grows, you can pass it along to someone else. Once you get a PVR, this is something just to get somebody started. If you're under the age of 18, get your parents' permission, because I'm gonna have to ship it to your address. But I want to help somebody get started, and I'm not getting anything in return. Nothing but the satisfaction of helping somebody get started on YouTube that has maybe been on the fence or just didn't have a capture card and ready to just jump from being a commenter to a commentator. Alright, Blue Underground signing off, and I'll get at y'all later.